Hey fam, welcome back to 10 Minutes of Astrology, where today we are going to be talking about Mars in Sagittarius in 2033. Do me a favor and press all the buttons, check my housekeeping in the comments. Let's get started. So, in July, nope, where am I? In February 6th, 2033, approximately, Mars is when it goes into Sagittarius. And the first thing it does is in conjunct Saturn retrograde in Cancer at 0 degrees. This is an irritating aspect because Saturn in Cancer, I have done a video on if you want to check my astrology predictions playlist to watch that. But Saturn in Cancer is trying to do the right thing emotionally and nurturing in the home and for our country and trying to stay stable in our emotions and failing. And this inconjunct is irritating because Mars is action, more determination, and work ethic. And Sagittarius, it is doing whatever it wants, whenever, however, whatever. It does not care. And it just wants to be happy, wants to party, wants to have fun. And this inconjunct is basically saying, look, I get you have emotions, but right now I don't feel like dealing with it. And so I'm not going to. And the Saturn in Cancer is going to take that personally. So we're going to try not to hurt people's feelings. Okay, Sagittarius people, I get that you don't have time for it. I get that life is a party. Other people are alive too. Other people have been going through things, and you're like, look, you've gone through it. You're out the other side. Congratulations. You want a drink? Like, it's like actively, like, come on, you don't have to sit here and cry about it. Stop being a crybaby. Wah, wah, wah. And people in Cancer are freaking mortified. They're like, what kind of human with no empathy are you here? And it's not that Sagittarius don't have empathy. It's just that everybody has gone through things and they're ready to move on. And they're ready to go out, travel, party, have fun. And Saturn in Cancer cannot handle that. But also, this is a good time for you to practice emotional regulation. Like, you can go ahead and do that. So I get both sides of this, but it doesn't make it any easier. Then we have a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius at approximately 15 degrees. Now I know I just went from 0 to 15, but I only talk about planets that I've already made videos on. If you want me to make more videos, I need more funding. You're welcome to book a reading with me and check out my eBay shop in the comments in my notes. But besides the point, we have sextile to Pluto in Aquarius at 15 degrees. And this is fun. It's opening up our friendships. It's transforming the society actively. Sagittarius is very truth-seeking. So the truth shall set you free. This is just fantastic. It's a time for celebration. This is a time for celebration. And I am very happy about this. Fire and air people, y'all are getting the biggest break here. Just go out, have fun, do your party, be social, be your social little butterfly self, and be weird, be random, be quirky, just have fun. This is a great alignment for just going, you know what, we're gonna be random, we're gonna be quirky, we're just gonna party, and it's gonna be fine. Then we have a trine to Neptune in Aries, approximately 16 degrees. This is another beautiful for your spirit. You actively seeking the truth is aligning with the warrior and warrioresses and the people that are very spiritual. And, my spirit and my soul is just it's a relief here that, after everything is said and done, you only YOLO. So have fun. Don't get in trouble, because I know fire people, they can light up a room, but they can also light up a room and burn it down. So just, if there are any spats here, come back to it being about the truth, about it's for our God and for our spirit. It's to bring us higher and better and to do things active, because Mars is original ruler of Aries, or Aries rules Mars. So this is this active time of celebration, of letting go and just freeing yourself, and not taking nothing from nobody, and living life the best you can under whatever creator you believe in. This is just all aligning. Then we have an inconjunct at approximately 22 degrees to Chiron in Taurus. So Chiron is healing in others that which you cannot heal in yourself. In Taurus, it's the home, it's values, it's your eating habits, it's somewhat finances. So a lot of that has changed over the course of time. And this inconjunct is you partying and going out and having fun may not really be aligning with the things you have at home. So like, don't leave your children unattended kind of thing. Like, you can go out and have fun, but you still have responsibilities. You still have things that you're healing, things that you're working towards. So anything that you could be doing that like you overcame, but in the party phase, you were like, screw it, this could not be aligning with your home and your true values. So like, don't go too far off the deep end to the point where you backslide as a person. And through all the progress that you've made, especially with your home and your foundation and with your pets and your animals, this could be something about pet care and animal care that is coming up to be addressed. And approximately March 29th, 2033, we have the sextile to Jupiter in Aquarius. So this big expansion with your friend groups, with society, with the weird, with the random, being more comfortable in your own skin is absolutely aligning with Mars and Sagittarius, which is actively truth-telling, doing what they want, how they want. This is very beautiful. It expands on this with Jupiter. And in Aquarius, you've got your friends that are pumping you up. You have the people in your inner circle that are like, yeah, go you. So this is great. So anything that you wanted to accomplish for a really long time, this may be that moment where you finally accomplish it, and then you get the praise and whatnot that you may not necessarily have been seeking, but that you absolutely deserve. And we have then an opposition at approximately 27 degrees to Uranus in Gemini. This is where we make the decision on the crazy chaos that we've been seeing, is, all the drama and all the trauma and everything that has been happening with Uranus and Gemini. Are you going to let that impact you, and are you going to actively take that from here? Or are you finally going to be like, nope, not having that? And then the Gemini people don't take it personally when people write you off and, go about their merry little way without you, because there's been a lot of trauma drama that, they're like, nope, I'm going to get away from that. So, and don't overthink that, Gemini people, because it's in the long run actively better for them and what they want to do. Now, it could be the reverse, where they're acting and doing whatever they want to do with no regard to you whatsoever, and that bothers you mentally because, you thought that they were really here for you, and they were. Now, Sagittarius people are not attached to anybody. Not saying that Gemini people are, but them detaching themselves and going about their merry little way, for them, like, it may be bittersweet, but at the same time, what did you expect? You bringing crazy drama chaos? Like, what did you think was gonna happen here? So don't take it personally. It's, just write it off as the business of life and move on. Basically, you're gonna bring the drama, crazy karma crap elsewhere anyway. So like, that person, let that just be graceful and let them go. Then let's see. Approximately April 4th, 2033, the retrograde shadow begins for Mars because it's going to go into Capricorn approximately April 7th, 2033. It's going to stay there for a while, and then Mars is going to retrograde back into Sagittarius at 29 degrees. It only comes back for the 29 degrees retrograde, where Chiron goes into Gemini at this time. And then we have an opposition to Venus in Gemini. I don't usually talk about planets that I haven't already discussed, so I'm not really going to bring it up. I just wanted to briefly mention it. And then it will go back direct in August, approximately August 2nd, 2033. And it'll go into Capricorn August 7th, 2033. Gonna backtrack just a second to before Mars goes into Capricorn and then retrogrades back and then goes back. So before all of that happens, Uranus and Jupiter are going to be making a sextile between 27 and 28 degrees. This is separate from Mars. I just wanted to briefly mention this beautiful alignment where things getting bigger and chaos getting out of hand and the mental and all of that. You know what? All of this big stuff that is unfolding is going to be beneficial for the collective, beneficial for our minds, beneficial for especially technology. And anywho, I am going to hop off now. Peace out, fam. Much love. Press the buttons. Thank you.